All right, so the theory of reconstructive memory done by Bartlett says that we change our memories to fit in with what we already know, even though we think we are remembering exactly what happened. So basically, this theory talks about the fact that we alter the memory without realizing. And this is a very important part. Okay, we reconstruct the memory because maybe it was very hurtful, or maybe we wanted a certain feeling to come out of it. So without realizing that, we alter the memory. And then we do not realize that we've done that. All right? Then we have something called effort after meaning, which is making sense of something unfamiliar after it has happened. So basically, you might have attended an incident, an event, something took place in your life, and it was very, very hard for your memory to process it. Maybe very emotionally heavy for you to process it. So you try to make sense of it after it happened. All right? And then Bartlett showed that memory is not an accurate recording of what has happened. This is why we change our memories so they become more sensible to us. In trying to figure out what happened, in trying, for example, if someone lost their dad or mom in an accident, this is very traumatic. The event itself, the incident itself, is very difficult. So maybe they would try to alter certain things in the memory to make it more sensible and more relatable to them so they can actually take it in. All right. And there is a very small exam tip that I've left you here. If you're being asked to define effort after meaning, try to give an example to support your definition. All right. So whenever you're asked to define anything, it is very important to support your answer with an example. Now, we need an evaluation for that. And in the previous video, we talked about the evaluation. So this is going to be pretty easy if you've watched the previous video. The theory is important because it emphasizes or stresses on the fact that the influence of people's previous knowledge and background on the way they remember things. So basically, remember when we said maybe someone has the victim mentality. They always believe that everyone is plotting against them. So when something happens, this will definitely affect the incident, even if this incident had nothing to do with them. All right. The second thing is it teaches us that we must be very careful when giving, listening to, or witnessing accounts of events. Because right now, and after knowing this piece of information, you know that your mind is going to trick you. You know that your mind is going to alter certain memories without you realizing it. So you need to pay very close attention to whichever incident you attend or any information you listen to. The third one is it helps us understand why two people recalling the same event might have completely different versions. They are not lying. Of course, in certain cases, some people might lie. But the thing is, in the case we're talking about, in the theory of reconstructive memory, if they do not realize that this happened, that the alteration took place, then basically they might have two different versions of the whole thing. Why? Because they've altered the memory, and each one altered the memory with regards to their own perspective. Okay.